Hey, what's up? We've got a quick one today. I know I'm in a tank top, just got back from the gym. I've got like a gazillion things to do, but content's content, right? So we've got a submission that came back. This is all over the place, just nearly hitting in the head. I think this was a 25th anniversary celebrations Pokemon submission. So I'm going to crack this open, fly through them, see what we got. And yeah, most of these will be up on the website. Probably not by the time you see this, because I've got a gazillion things to do. First up, we've got the Pikachu from the celebrations. This is a promo card. I love the derpiness of these, and they're just beautiful all together, just the different variations. And we got that in a 10. Very nice. There was other two that I got from a personal collection, which this is from, and they weren't the best 10s, so I just thought, you know what, I'll just keep them as a raw right now, because there's no point grading them if you're really not going to try and get them as a sequential 10. But I'm really happy I've got the derpy Pikachu. Really happy with that one. Okay, put that in a 10 pile there. We've got its friend here, which is the other part of the promo. Came as 4, and we got that in another Gem Mint 10. That's beautiful. And are they sequential? I don't think they're really. Yeah, they're sequential. That's quite nice because even though they're in a 2, they are sequential 10s, which is great. So put these together so you can see how they make a picture here. Really nice, some just really cool variations of Pikachu. I actually really like that kind of like a pencily one. That's nice. Ooh, next up we've got the Gold Star Greninja. Now this one was in quite good condition because I did sleeve it a while ago, and it is actually quite neat in terms of things. It's only where the pop control is gonna dock this, but if we quickly have a look on the back here, it is clean. It's a very clean card, so I'd be really happy this got a 10. Oh, a 9. Damn, where's that falling short? It's quite a clean copy. I can't see where that would have got a 9. Be really surprised to see what's been said there, because that is a clean copy. I mean, it's possible I could recrack this and send it back, but there's no whitening, no spots on it. No, there's some like light whitening on the edge, but I mean it's negligible given there's probably way worse 10s out there. The centering's great. It's a bit of a shame, that one actually. We'll have to think about whether that's a recrack job. We've got the Garchomp C level X, and this is coming in a 9. Wow, it's quite top bottom heavy. I mean, am I missing something here? Possible? No. I mean, it feels pretty heavy. I mean, we're for 2 for 2 right now. It's not boding too well for it. I mean, it's quite left right, but when I measured this was within the Ace 10 ones, but centering's always a bit of a funny one. I feel like graders, even though you've kind of got this leverage, if they feel it's going to be something that's close to their borders, they'll probably side with it being off. With the Dragapult promo, and this is coming in at a 10. That's nice. Black Star promo. Really cool little card here. Just nice to have on this store because it makes it more accessible for people buying. They're not like going to be massive hitters. We've got another Dragapult here, and we've got that in a 10. That is great. Okay, fingers crossed this is the sign of things to come. Ooh, we got the Venusaur. This one would be a big one to get in a 10. I'd be very happy with that one, and we got that in 10. That's great. That's great to see. I'm very happy with the Celebrations Venusaur being in a 10. I imagine this is going to do quite well over the next kind of 6 months, so I might hold on to this for a bit and then look to release it later down the line when kind of you've got the hype train of the 25th anniversary set. We've got the Mew. This one here might be a 9 in hindsight. You can really see it's been a left-right strong one. Possible 8. I definitely was trying my luck when I put this one in. See, this is what I don't get. That's got a 10, and I'm having a look on the back. It's still quite wonky on the back. Like, the sides are clean, I get that, that's really cool and all. This is within 60/40 tolerance. Now, the only thing I could see between this one and this one, now if we're looking at like the sides here, you might not have the fullest of looks, fullest of views, sorry. The centering is probably better on the Black Star Greninja. The backs, again, it looks better on the Black Star Greninja. The only thing that I can see is remotely holding it back is this little speck here. But we've seen PSA give 10s for little specks like that. So the only thing that I can think of right now that's stopping this being a 10, like this one is a lot more valuable and would be worth a lot more money if it was kept in a 10. And that would just suggest population control. But you know, I'm speculating. I mean, let me know in the comment section if you think that these should be switched, because I think this is more likely to be a 10 than this one, just based on everything alone. But I'm happy this is a 10, nonetheless. You know, don't give me both 9s. But frustrating. Oh, got another big one. We've got the Zard from 25th anniversary, and this is a personal collection. I pulled this one myself. My beautiful fiance Sophie got me a ton for Christmas back in the day. I did actually have this in a MGC 9, and I cracked it and sent it off to Ace because I do think it is a 10 candidate, and you can see that it is left-right heavy, but it is within the tolerance of a 10 at Ace. If we look at the back, it's clean at the back. Like, I pretty much double sleeved it immediately because I was really anal back in the day about double sleeving, because it's the first ever Charizard I think I've pulled in my life. And we got that is, I'm so happy with that. I am happy to be able to have a 10 and a 10 of these two right now. That makes me very happy. I did pull this Venusaur as well. That's really cool to see. I am very happy to have 2 of these right now in my collection. This one's definitely going in my PC because it's got sentimental value, but I am so happy that came back in a 10. It's almost made up for the weird Greninja situation. We've got Claydol. Again, this is just stuff to put on the shelf, so I don't imagine it'll be worth much, but it's nice to see. And we got that in a 10. That's cool. Ooh, Dark Gyarados. This is one of the cooler arts, I think, of the celebrations when they're bringing the throwbacks in. And we got that in a 10. Very nice. I like how the sparkles feel like the deep sea on this one. Gyarados is slowly but surely over the years becoming one of my favourite Pokemon. I've got the Shining Gyarados in a PSA 7, one of the most iconic ones. Let me actually get that. I'll show you. Here we go. We've got the 2 cards here. These were kind of roughly made around the same era. We're talking maybe like 5 years apart. I think 2001, and this may have been before 2001. This will be Rockets if it's a dark. So 2002, 2003 maybe. However, look at how cool these are. You know, just the arts that Gyarados gets over the time is so nice, and this is one of my all-time favourite arts. I managed to actually pick this up for about £300 back in the day, and I remember buying this and I remember being like, whew, that's spenny. And it's slowly becoming a bit of a wiser investment, the way that Pokemon's going, especially vintage right now. But anyway, I'm deviating. Well, go figure, we've got another Dark Gyarados to pop on the shelf here. This one's quite a cool one as well, but we got that in a 10. That is nice. We've got a quite good 10 hit rate here. A bit disappointed on the Greninja, but we'll have to do. Got Luxray, level X. I think these ones might be like difficult for people to grade at times because of like all the shiny bits here. But Luxray's a good fun favourite as well. We got that in a 10. Very nice. I think Luxray is doing really well, and it's slowly becoming like quite a fan. Well, it's been fan favourite for a while, but I've definitely seen a lot more people pick up singles, especially things like the like reverse hollows and things like that. You see that and see it become kind of like almost like a Pikachu Charizard, you know, kind of like side companion before Pokemon realise they're getting too popular and need to kill it off, so Pikachu remains at the top of the tree. One of my favourite variations of cards is the Delta Species series. I think it's so cool that they did Pokemon with different typings. I think it's awesome. The fact that you can get Gardevoir in a fire type and so many other cool ones. It just really gives like a more on the Marvel kind of spectrum, like a very multiversal what could have been situation. And when you think about it, birds and everything like that, they go into different areas of the world and they get different traits. That could be no different for Pokemon. I mean, let me know, do you think that when you've got habitat based scenarios, if a Gardevoir grew up in the Antarctica or, you know, the North Pole versus a Gardevoir that grew up in like the tropics and the heat of there, you know, would they have different typing? Would they have subtyping? You know, because we've got the whole terrestrialization now. It kind of fits, right? And the final one, we've got it in a 10. That's very, very nice to see. Okay, so this is the pile that we've got. A really happy pile for me. You know, we've got 2 out of all of this. I don't know how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 out of 14 gem rate. I can't complain. I can complain about this Greninja though. I'm mumbling and grumbling about this one. Possibly this is a recrack situation, but let's go back through the cards themselves. So in the 9 spot, we've got a Greninja Gold Star variant. We've got a Garchomp C level X. And over in the 10 corner, we've got the Gardevoir Delta Species Classic Collection. The Luxray GL level X in a 10. I'm not even going to say 10 anymore because they're all 10s now. 2 Dark Gyarados in a 10. Very nice. A Claydol in a 10. I do like this one. Claydol's one of my like, you know, dark horse favourites. We've got the Mew in a 10. This one is very lovely to look at. Very angelic Mew. So, don't cancel me. We've got Venusaur in a 10, which is amazing to see. I'm so happy to see that in a 10. I've been wanting a 10 version of this for a while. Not that I've done anything about that, I've just wanted it. It's nice to have that now. We've got one of my favourite cards of all time, and so many people's favourite card of all time, the OG Charizard art in a 25th anniversary Gem Mint 10, which is just awesome to see. I am very happy with that. With Dracopult in a 10. Actually, we've got 2 Dracopults in a 10. And then we've got the 2 sequential Pikachu V Unions in a 10. I might sell these together, depending on how I feel, but sequential has extra value to certain buyers. I'm not one of them buyers unless it's a really cool sequential like Unagba entire set. So this has kind of got a 50% value to that because the other 2 just aren't Gem Mint 10s. But these are cool nonetheless. Alright, we've had a really good haul at Ace. I'm really happy to see that. Honestly, I wasn't expecting the Charizard to come back a 10. I was expecting the Greninja to come back to 10, so you know, there's the yin to the yang. I'm really happy with that one. You know, a 12 to 2 out of, you know, 14 cards you can't really complain. Although I do things like pre-grading, you know, I do things like prepping. I do make them as presentable as they can be within the capabilities of my own restoration. So if you do actually want to see me restore things at a very high level, let me know, because these are areas that I'm also improving on, so I can, you know, turn them 12 into a 14 where possible. Sometimes things like graders and, you know, opinions get in the way, but honestly that's what cracking and regrading is for. If you do believe it's a grade, I would say don't settle for that. I might also do a video about me cracking cards. Actually, I could use that as an example about how to gently crack a card for it. And usually when I record them videos, that's where it all goes wrong and I end up smashing a bit of Greninja. But I've done many to this point. Really nice to see that MGC 9 going to an Ace 10 for that Charizard. Proof in the pudding. You don't need to settle for anything in relation to, if it's been given a grade in the future, does not mean it has to stay at that grade. As long as you treat it well, you look after your cards. And I'm rambling on, so I'm going to stop now. If you do like this content, drop a follow, a subscribe. I don't know where you're watching this on. It might be on multiple places. But first and foremost, I hope you're having a lovely week, and I will catch you on the next video. Ciao.